Hello folks, this is Steve AB4L. It was overcast earlier. Now it's sunny. It's a nice spring day. I got the window open. You can hear the 5:30 traffic. Nothing in this episode is a promotion, nor is it a recommendation. And I would say my interest in this is because it kind of hints at what is the business model. What's a business model? What's the company and its product strategy to earn money, to get customers to buy? What's the business strategy? So I'm looking, I go to BleepingComputer every day. Maximum severity Flowmon. Maximum severity, that's a 10 out of 10. That means this one is really easy if they want to get into your system. Maximum severity Flowmon bug. So it's some software product called Flowmon. Has a public exploit. Patch now. Now, keep in mind the key phrase, what is the business model? So I started to read the article. Progress, that's the name of the company, Flowmon, a tool for monitoring network performance and visibility. And it's used by more than 1,500 companies around the world. And they named some of them. The security issue has a maximum severity score of 10 of 10 and was discovered by researchers at Rhino Security Labs. And then it's got a CVE number. Oh, by the way, the government entity that does the CVE, yeah, they were backdoored years ago. It's just been revealed this week. Kind of embarrassing. An attacker can, exploiting the vulnerability, somebody did write this correctly. An attacker can, exploiting the vulnerability, can use a specially crafted API call. So Flowmon is software and you call functions. That's an API call, application programming interface. A specially crafted request to gain remote, that means you're not sitting on location. It must be something that has web facing so you can contact them, and authenticated access to the Flowmon web interface. The doc says, I still have a chance to live. And execute arbitrary system commands. That's why it's a 10 out of 10. Apparently it's fairly easy to get in. And it's, now wait a minute now, watch. They go through the unfolding scenario. And they tell you, everybody, patch available. But the key here is this bug has a public exploit available. What does that mean? We'll show you how to do it. It's easy. Yeah, we'll show you all the code you need to write, how you do it. That's a publicly available exploit. We're keeping in mind what's the business model. Rhino Security Labs. Let's go there. Deep dive penetration testing services. Well, how would I interpret that? Creative penetration testing approaches that go beyond standard scanning to uncover security vulnerabilities that others miss. For when you need deep diving penetration testing, we deliver the service to ensure you get the best testing possible. So that's what they sell. They'll come in, get access to your whatever whole software setup, whatever it is, and their people will go in there and see if they can break it. But it should be obvious that this company or somebody in it figured out how to do it without contacting Progress about their. So I go to company and I'm interested in leadership, and it's only showing 3 people. And I decided, oh, wait a minute, here it is. David Yeslin, lead pen tester. So he's the technical genius that knows how to figure out how to break in. Penetration tester. He's an offensive security certified PEP, holds a degree in cybersecurity with a concentration in software security. He's got a long, all right, so I said, show me who he is. Oh, we can see the LinkedIn page here, and Google Bug Hunters, but I went to GitHub. And what did I find out? Well, he's been up there, and he's only got 27 followers, and he's got his Twitter account, and he's in San Diego, supposedly. CVEs, forked from Rhino Security Labs /CVEs. A collection of proof of concept exploit scripts written by the team at Rhino, and it's on his GitHub. And we're still at GitHub, and I'm seeing 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 months ago. So he's been doing these things. Here's one last week. Oh, it's a 2024, and he's updated this on GitHub because it led to 2 others. Authenticated command injection in progress Camp Loadmaster. Well, the name of the company's the same, but it's not Flowmon. It's another product from them. And he just updated the original CVE to say there's been 2 more added as a result of looking at that company's products. Now you're wondering where I'm going. So he's got a long list of these things that he figured out, how to break in, who knows where. You can go read them. Security blog. Oh, the company has a blog. That's the CVE, the one we were talking about, Command Injection Vulnerability in Progress Plomon. That's what this BleepingComputer article is about. Now we're going to know where the author of that BleepingComputer article got the information and details. They got it right here. So in a sense, it's a selective rewrite to alert the world. And look at this, there's two others that are a fallout from this one. Just like on GitHub, like it said on GitHub. Now, after our initial research into Progress products, we decided to take a look at another Progress product, Flowmon. This led to discovery of an authentic. So you want to read all the details? See this stuff here? We're going back over to BleepingComputer. There's something going on down here. You see it doing it? Do you see it doing it? They animated what they got from the examples here. Pardon me, I may survive. Now, I kept scrolling. You see that there? That's what they're showing over on the BleepingComputer. So if you wanted to attack somebody that you knew was using the Progress Flowmon, and you could access them, here's how to do it. Now let's take a look at this. The information here in this little table, I can't help coughing, is written out at publishing time. I look on the FOFA search engine for network assets. This is things that are running Progress Flowmon that face the internet. You can reach them with a browser from home. Shows there are about 500 Flowmon servers exposed online. That means if you know the address, you can see them with your browser, at least the login page, okay? Which is all you need to break in. On April 19th, today's the 24th, 5 days ago, Progress Software in a security bulletin, here's Progress Kemp, have patches ready to go. Do it now! Patch now! Notes reported by David Yeslin at Rhino Security Labs. I gave him credit. Workaround. There's no workaround. It's how to upgrade, how to patch. All right? Patch now. You can apply the update via the automatic package download feature in your Flowmon appliance or download the release manually. Please follow the links, which means up there. Oh yeah, back to this. So now let's look at this table. Remember, what's the business model? March 5th. Today is April 24th. March 5th. Rhino, this company, disclosed the vulnerability to Progress. They went to them and said, look, March 5th. March 7th, 2 days later, Progress Software triaged the vulnerability. What does that mean? They wrote back and said, we checked it out. Oh, we can see that there's something going on here. That's what triage means. You go to the emergency room because you think you're sick. The person at the door is supposed to figure out how sick you are, because if you need to be sent to the operating table immediately, that's one way to triage. But if you're really there because you don't have a doctor, they put you in the back and they let more serious cases get attention first. Triaging. That's the medical way. So Progress Software triaged the information given to them to decide to laugh or to say, what are we going to do? Oh, now it's March 13th, 6 days after that. Rhino, keywording, Rhino provided further information regarding privilege escalation. So there was more to it than what they first sent to them, to Progress, presumably. But it was enough for Progress to figure out there is a problem, vulnerability, and it's serious enough to go back to Rhino and talk to them. We're exploring what's the business model. So that's the middle of March. And then on April 2nd, Progress Software notifies Rhino of a patch release and advisory, and we went and saw it. Let's see if there's a date on this. Oh, this is updated on April 19th, but it says updated. So we can take it that this originally was published at least no later than April 2nd, 22 days ago, 3 weeks ago. And there's been one or more updates for whatever reason. What's the business model? Today is the 24th, it's 3 weeks later from that, and this blog was published yesterday. Exactly 3 weeks since. And they're telling the world how to do it. They're telling them exactly how to do it. Why would you do that? They gave those other people 3 weeks, and then they're telling the whole world how to do it. So you don't have to be as smart as them. Just do what they say and you can break in. When I worked for that internationally known, internationally operating IT company, lucky me, I took a problem record that had just arrived on the queue that looked interesting, and somebody sitting at home with a web browser and an internet connection and a keyboard could break into any website using our product to have a web presence, have web pages in 10 seconds. Now this is 20 years ago. Not quite 20 years ago. 15 years ago. And one of the unusual things was that the security guy who contacted us on behalf of a customer that had hired him to check out, is that he said, I came to you first. When you fix this and you make the announcement, could you mention my name and my company's name? And when I mentioned that to the lead developer on the product, because I was support, I researched it, I wrote up 5 pages of stuff, and I sent it up the line, this is hot. And when I brought up that security guy's request, the lead programmer went, what? Huh? He never heard of anybody making that. But you know, months later, when we finally were able to get enough patches to announce that there was a major problem and he had come fix, they had a separate bulletin to congratulate him, to encourage others to do the same thing. Come to us first when you find something. Because he said, I could have just published it on the internet. He wasn't asking for any money. He wasn't asking for any business. Just, could you show my face, my name, and my company name? I'm telling you this so that you can mix that into what you're seeing here. So by their own blog, they've found a way to break in easily, 10 out of 10 rating. They contact that company, they negotiate something, giving them information, and then when those people are ready to issue the patches, the clock starts ticking, and 3 weeks later they'll tell the world how to do it. What's the business model? Ask yourself, what's the business model? I can think of it. So at the bottom of their blog page, there's 3 CVEs. This one I looked up, got nothing to do with this topic, but these 2 do, and they are another product. Oh, let me just show you. Progress Software Company. They didn't give me what I wanted. Here it is. Applicant. Now, we're talking about a security vulnerability. We're talking about something that obviously was designed to be accessible, like from home or from somewhere, and there are cooperators and you can get in over the web. Develop the applications you need, deploy how you want, and manage it all safely and securely. It's right there. Safely and securely. Data platform, data connectivity, digital experience, DevOps, secure file transfer. So then they go and advertise people who are doing it. So then I looked at products. Oh, they got a whole bunch of products. I don't know if I've ever heard of them before. Infrastructure management and operations. This is what you build your other products on to make them web or cloud available. And the whole point about cloud is that you do it over the internet to access the computing power that you buy somewhere else. and they let you run your software there, like Amazon, IBM, Microsoft. Flowmon and Kemp Loadmaster. Infrastructure management and operations. Visualize network traffic, identify issues, and prevent cyber incidences. That's what the purpose of it is. Except it's a 10 out of 10 easy break-in. You supposedly are buying this stuff because they know how to keep other people from breaking in. At least I think that's what it means. Reduce risk and improve your resilience across your on-prem, hybrid, and cloud with intelligent network visibility and security monitoring. Well, security monitoring is not the same as our code is so good nobody can break in, is it? If you think about it. So what's the business model here? They've just told the world yesterday, they just told the world how to do it easy. You don't need to figure anything out. Just do it the way we show you right here. What's the business model? Think about the one that I championed with because I thought that him just asking us to recognize his contribution wasn't asking for any money. His business model was, if I build my reputation, people will come to me in this virgin field because they'll think that I'm smart. But that was a long time ago. There wasn't anything like these people. There wasn't anything like these people now. And the web was at the beginning. What's it like now? So, when I saw this and I started to explore, I started to ask myself, what's the business model? And I'll leave that to you to figure out. I know what it is. It's like the anchovy stuff. Don't you want to get regular deliveries of anchovies? Steve AB4 just having fun. Saying see you in 73.